my baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the making with temperature day? If you leave me a good, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to pull up, never need it. Pull up, make I see you love. Yeah, my love, make me bad man. I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now you my con the carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, 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 don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never riding solo, no. And we got lucky, no need to. I feel it, what you're doing, no, yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you. Now you where they got my fancy. When they do me, I keep panty. Oh, no, 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 no. And they call me. Girl, I want to go, but you got me. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it send my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Ay, gimme, baby, make you gimme. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make a look pity. You won't make us sing me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad, can make it for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
Your Detroit Pistons at the shooting guard position, 6'3" number 23, Cade. At the center position, standing 6'8", number 28, Isaiah Stewart. At 4'6", number 41, Sadiq Bey. At power forward, at 6'6", number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic. The other guard, 6'6", number 2, Cade. Cunningham.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. VanVleet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. And for the Pistons, The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Bogdanovich out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Bay in at the 3 spot. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And it's Trent off the drive, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So Trent Jr. will go to the free throw line. It goes on Jaden Ivey. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Now, here's Cunningham. Passes it to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Defense making it pretty easy for Cade Cunningham here. Can't leave someone wide open on this team.
Here's VanVleet. From down in the low post, it goes.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. It's a 5-point game. Stewart a screen. A 3-ball. Cunningham's shot is off. Toronto, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to Boston. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Looking for Stewart, he gets it there. And the dunk by Stewart.
And Stewart, even though he's built a little stocky, can get up off the deck, that time with a huge jam.
11 feet away, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Now, here's Ivy, defended by Trent. Here's the break. Unable to get that one. Cunningham with some nice D. He kicks to Ivy. Pass to Bogdanovich. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Bay wide open, and he falls. A 3-pointer, no good. Raptors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's VanVleet. The 17-footer goes down. VanVleet's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Count the basket.
Assisted by Fred VanVleet.
Pistons trail by 8. And here's Ivy. Comes up empty down low. Now, here's Anunoby. Guarded closer. He gets it in there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Got loose. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And that one drops. 8 points for him. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And the Pistons with possession here after the Raptors pick up 2. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
The shot's good. VanVleet's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The pass to Bogdanovich. Over Barnes. Doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. It's Trent on the wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Takes a shot at the elbow. VanVleet with the bucket. 8 points for Fred VanVleet.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Off target from 3-point range. Raptors leading by 14. And Brett, what about the play of Cunningham?
Well, he had a solid first year in the league, especially with the added pressure of being the #1 pick. Kind of a tough situation playing in Detroit for a team that's exploring a lot of young talent. So not only do you have to perform, you have to find a way to lead. And I think the expectations around Cade Cunningham were fulfilled for the Detroit Pistons.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. Here's Anunoby. Traps in the tray. He has 7.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason. So, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Get up, get up, get up, start making some noise. Here they come, your Mr. Dancing.
Let's now go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 5th, the Raptors.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. Bay with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Here's Stewart. And just miss after miss right now. Raptors leading by 17. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Anunoby's got 10 points in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ivy. Second chance effort. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Passes it to Cunningham. The offensive rebound. And Stewart gets it to go. He has 6. Here's Barnes. 8 points his last outing. Over Bogdanovich. Bay pulls it in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Takes the 13-footer. Here's Cunningham. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Trent, that's a two-pointer. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there. And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
The first free throw is good. And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed, plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Marvin Bagley comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Knox is checked in for Sadiq Bey. And Hayes subbed in for Cunningham. So he gets them both. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now, here's Ivy. And finished off by Bagley.
Pretty easy for Marvin to get up like that.
Raptors leading by 16. Pulls up on the wing. And another basket for Toronto.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Bagley with the ball. Covered by Achua. Got a piece of it. Shot from the wing. Chalk up 2 there. And the Raptors lead by 20.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
He lobs it up, and Duren slams it in.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And finished off by Porter.
And really with an ever-growing skill set and a scorer's mentality, Porter stays in attack mode offensively.
Here's Knox. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Porter. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Now here's Hayes, covered by VanVleet.
Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Here's VanVleet. He's got 8. Over Hayes. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Outside, Bagley. To the paint, here's Ivy. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. 6 points for Jaden Ivey.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Benton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
2 minutes.
Raptors leading by 22. Achua finds Birch. Over Bagley. The shot by Birch, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also.
And Duran slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Diallo's checked in for the Pistons. Young's checked in for the Raptors.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
Now here's Hayes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bagley, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Birch. Bangs home the trifecta. And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
Got it from 16 feet. Bagley's got his second bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Benton. Duran pulls it in.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
For 3, Toronto grabs the miss. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Defended by Bagley. 2 points. That one goes.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Hayes. 27 seconds left to play in the first. Diallo has the open look. And the 3 off target. Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Here's Birch. Misses off the right iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Hayes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Guys, it's been all about Fred VanVleet for the Toronto Raptors. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Right back after this break.
Give a big round of applause for your
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
The Pistons shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Young out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Banton in at the point. Now, here's Anunoby. Last game, 26 points. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He's with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Back to Hayes. No good on the triple. Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. On its way from Young for 2. Offensive rebound. Here's Barnes. And again, Toronto no up. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Bay. And a miss there on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. So here's Burks. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. Fires for 3. And Burks is good for 3. Burks has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Banton. Rebound by the Pistons. Bay's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Sadiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch-and-shoot triples made in the NBA. Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Trent. And he drops it in from the low post. Trent's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Pistons have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Greg, you were talking about how Bey is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
Now here's Barnes. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Young players with these kind of moves are showing you that they're getting more patient on the inside, and Cade showed that time.
Puts it up. He can't get that one. And Detroit the other way now. Burks looking around. Cunningham right side. Up and in on the layup. Cunningham's got 11 points.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Trent can't hit. The Pistons have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Burks can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Anunoby. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Boucher.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 6.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Banton's shot is off.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Detroit.
That's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Goes up the baseline. And the shot goes down. Boucher's got 4 points in the quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Burks dishes to Cunningham. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch. It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Cunningham. To the right side. Here's Bay. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Bay's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Detroit. And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Achua, he's checked in for Barnes. Toronto calls timeout.
Toronto with the timeout. Teachers are all the way fans. Who wants a free tea? Keeping us all in motion. Here are your Pistons dancers.
You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. And Bay now top of the key. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Bay. Now here's Burks. And the layup's good off the glass. Burks has got his third bucket of the night.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul. Detroit making a switch. Ivy's checked in, and Toronto making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, Detroit. Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
It's been all VanVleet tonight. One of the best undrafted players in league history.
So here's Burks. He's got 8. Cunningham for 3. Great D that time from VanVleet.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this team.
The dunk by Achua.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Cunningham outside. The pass to Bay from past the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to Indiana. Unloads from 13. Detroit with the rebound. Stewart's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Stewart's got 10 points.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. They've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And he's a physical 6'8" center for the Pistons, and it's easy, Greg, to see why Isaiah Stewart has drawn comparisons to another great Piston, Ben Wallace.
Always a good thing being compared to a Hall of Famer. And Stewart, not just brawn, he's brains too. Watches film, takes notes. He wants to be great.
So much about Stewart comes through his toughness, and you get physical with him. He has no problem getting physical right back.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Duren comes in for Saddiq Bey, and it's Knox in for Cunningham. And the Raptors also making a change. Porter's checked in. And so Stewart nails both of them. Raptors leading by 19. Here's VanVleet, and he drives in. That one good for 2.
And there's the strength and determination VanVleet's known for. He battles nonstop.
And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin, VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Bagley, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. He throw good, VanVleet. The Pistons shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. To the middle, here's Knox. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Knox getting up there and showing the power he possesses.
VanVleet left side. From outside the arc, he just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Outside, Bagley. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Toronto leading by 23. Trent kicks to Achua. Takes it inside.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Ivy after the Raptors pick up 2. 11 feet away. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Achua. Defended by Bagley. Good work there as it goes. Achua's got 6 in the quarter.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Passes it to Bagley. To end the run and finish off by Bagley.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
On the wing, Porter. Back to VanVleet. Here's Achua. Duren pulls it in. This Pistons squad struggling. Now, here's Ivy. He's got 6. Good on the shot. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Toronto. Fires from the wing. Shot's good by Achua. Achua's got 10 points in the game.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Burks the pass to Bagley. Now here's Ivy. Covered by VanVleet. It's deflected. Toronto's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Achua comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. The Pistons shooting here about 46% for the game. Now, here's Ivy, covered by VanVleet. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Shooting 1.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Alec Burks is at over a decade in the league, one of the more reliable guards that we have.
At some point, I believe that Alec Burks is going to be on the team that's doing bigger things. Because of that consistency, he's going to become a more valuable piece. I mean, he shoots it well from 3. He got his big contract in 2021, but it hasn't changed that consistency that he plays with.
Here's Diallo. It's deflected.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Porter, and there's the drive.
And I love to see Porter attacking, finishing at the rim there, not settling for jump shots.
The Pistons shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. It's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Porter's running. VanVleet with the bucket.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's Hayes. He's guarded closely. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Raptors shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Young. He's off on that one. And the Pistons now going the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And the Pistons with possession here after the Raptors pick up 2. And they're on the break. Here's VanVleet. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Raptors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Pistons. Ken Burks is checked in for Toronto. Free throw good, VanVleet. 40 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Hayes. No points in the game yet for him. From outside, off the mark. Young outside. Here's Birch. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Bogdanovich looking around. And it's Hayes in the corner. They can't stop the run with that one. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Toronto ahead, opening up a huge gap. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Joined by Dwayne Casey. Tough time protecting the paint so far. What has to change there?
You got to get square. You got to get your body in front of him, contain. You got to live with something, but most of all, you got to get your body in front of him and contain. You got to have a body in front of him.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome to the halftime show. If they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Detroit Pistons.
And they were gutting a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They got to compete the consistent way. I like to see them mix it up more in the second half.
Okay, now let's take a look at the power rankings in the Eastern Conference early on.
Check out the Pistons. They're letting the losses stack up. It can dim your confidence and your playoff chances. They need to make some changes, maybe in their lineup, maybe shot selection, something.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Running the wings, they'll go with Ivy and Bay. Bogdanovich out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Cunningham in at the point. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Here's Ivy, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Pistons shoot their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Toronto's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Pass to Trent. The three from Barnes sinks the three-pointer. Barnes has got 7.
He shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
Cunningham finds Stewart. It's Cunningham with the drive. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And Cade doing a great job of figuring out how it is that he's going to stay this efficient.
He takes it in. VanVleet with the bucket. VanVleet's got 25 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight.
And will they adjust the offense here? Stewart getting the job done. Will they start to go down and feed him more? We'll see. And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
It's Cunningham with the drive, and it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Trent, right side, unloads. Again, Toronto.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 15. Shoots over VanVleet. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
There we go.
Here's Ivy. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. He can't hit that time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Anunoby. It's Trent on the wing. Now the dish to Barnes. Over Bogdanovich. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Trent. And that's now 9 points for Barnes. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second. But he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. And the dunk by Stewart.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
And that one's good. Barnes. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
VanVleet can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Ivy passes to Stewart. He kicks to Ivy. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Trent's got his 5th rebound in this one. Over Cunningham. It's good from the top of the key. Trent's got 17.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Outside Bogdanovich. All sorts of time. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And you can't give Bogdanovich any room to fire. Once he has a little separation, he's going to let it fly.
Trent can't hit. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Ivy. He shoots again, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And And Bogdanovich clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
The Pistons making a change here. Bagley's checked in. And so he hits both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Boucher. Raptors get it back. Tries again. That one rolling around and rims out.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Left side, Bagley. Pistons passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham. Top of the key jumper, no good. Toronto's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Boucher. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And how about we check the numbers for him? Here's Ivy. He's got 10. Pass to Cunningham. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Cunningham's got 19 points.
Yeah, some retro action from Cade Cunningham, the mid-range J.
Here's Banton. He has 6. To the wing right side. The 15-footer. Achua, no good. The Pistons have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Now, here's Ivy. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Barnes. Cunningham's shot is off. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Achua. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. He kicks to Cunningham. He dishes it to Bagley. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 now on the night. The 3 from Barnes. Bagley with the rebound. Pistons shooting it beautiful here in the third. 56% from the field. Down low. And finish off by Bagley.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Banton. He averages about 5 points a game.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Bay. Score the basket, his 5th in the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Ending up with a close look. That's a great trip down the floor from Sadiq Bey.
Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 6 here in this quarter.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And a different look here for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Bagley. Kevin Knox comes in for Bogdanovich. Diallo, he's checked in for Sadiq Bey. And Hayes subbed in for Ivy. And then for Toronto, Ken Burge is checked in for Precious Achiuwa. And Porter subbed in for Trent. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Driving the lane. Knocks the pass to Hayes. To the inside. Duran. And it's blocked. Boucher with the ball. 6 points for him. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Knox. He has 6. Cunningham for 3. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 5 rebounds tonight. From about 19 feet. No good. Shot missing. And Detroit the other way now.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Looking to get back on track here. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Boucher's got 8. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Yeah, and they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by Hayes. It's now 23 points for Cade Cunningham. Raptors leading by 23.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Detroit's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Hayes. Softly drops in the floater.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now, here's Porter. Here's Banton. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Killian Hayes is a PG, and he's got vision, so you get open, he'll find you.
And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg, on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Timeout called the Pistons.
Attention fans, we got T-shirts. It's coming at you. So make some noise. You don't want one. Make some noise.
checked in for Cade Cunningham. And the Raptors making a change here. Raptors on defense. And here is Duren. He has 6. Hayes the pass to Duren. Here's Porter. And it's good off the back rim and in. Porter's got 10 points in the game.
And that's an important shot for Porter to have in his bag. As long as he hits those pull-up jumpers, the D is going to have all sorts of problems guarding him.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
That's good from Porter on the assist from VanVleet. VanVleet's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now here's Hayes. Covered by VanVleet. Inside, here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game. Distribution.
Young from deep three-point range. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Detroit's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Hayes in the post. Covered by VanVleet. Hayes, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now, here is Young. Offline with his 3.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
The 3 from Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Barnes has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Raptors just dominating this one. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Young. Also, Kem Birch out there. And it's Porter at small forward. And finished off by Bagley.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Here's Flynn. A three-pointer off the mark. The Pistons shooting straight 49% from the field. On its way from Burks for 2. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Hayes the pass to Bagley. Misses the 3. And it's Porter with the ball for Toronto. And the pass to Banton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. Taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. From 20 feet out, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 12 points for Jaden Ivey. Toronto leading by 23. Here's Anunoby. And again, no good by Toronto.
Now, I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Porter passes to Achua. Shoots over Bay. Shot's good by Achua. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Stewart. A baseline J. Detroit with the rebound. Stewart's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Ivey. Another shot. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Here's Achua. Makes it off the glass. 14 points for Precious Achua.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
To the middle. And Stewart gets it to go.
Quite simply, Isaiah Stewart is a force.
Raptors leading by 23. Here's Benton. No good from outside. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Pass to Bogdanovich. Pistons passing it around. Ivey. Here's Diallo. That ball. Nice speed that time from Bogdanovich.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And that one's good by Porter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Diallo kicks to Bogdanovich. To the wing on the left. Down low. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Shot on the wing. Achua with it. Stewart on him. Shot's good by Achua. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Stewart. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's not going to go for him. The Pistons go the other way with it. Now, here's Ivey to the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. The Raptors making a switch here. And so Stewart nails both of them. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
And he makes that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And Boucher sends it back.
Detroit basketball.
Puts it up off the inbound. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Here's Anunoby. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Cunningham on the wing. Boucher with the rebound. And the Raptors call time here. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Fred VanVleet.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for. Toronto leading by 21 from the top of the key, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And the stroke of VanVleet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. Bogdanovich with it. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Now, here's Stewart. Pass to Bay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Boucher. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Boucher's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Toronto calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Detroit Pistons dancers.
He's checked in for Detroit. It's been all Raptors.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Here's Ivy. Here's Cunningham. Drops in the layup for 2. Cunningham's got 25 points in the game.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initial, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Here's Cunningham. Gary Trent Jr. making his last shot. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Trent can't hit. Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Near the 3-point line, it's VanVleet. Cans the shot from the wing. He's got 29 points.
And what a tool for VanVleet to have. We know he is great driving it, so when he's using the pull-up, it's really effective.
Now, here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And
credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Pistons trailed by 21. Down low. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Trent, that's a two-pointer. Bay against Anunoby. Shoots over Bay. Rebound, Detroit. Bay's got 8 rebounds in this game. Back to Cunningham. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Cunningham's got 18 points just in the second half. Raptors leading by 19 points. Lets it go. VanVleet can't get it to go. And here's Ivy. In the corner, Bay with him. No good on the three.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Bagley. Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. They swipe it. And now Ivy running the floor all by himself. It's deflected. Now Trent. Over Ivy. And the Raptors miss again. Pistons trailed by 19. Bogdanovich wide open. That 3 off the mark. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 11 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Cunningham. His 3-pointers off the mark. Raptors leading by 19. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Releases from 15. Rebounded by the Pistons. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Ivy. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's now 22 points for Jaden Ivey. Here's Trent. And no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Bay with it. And now by Barnes. Now here's Ivy. Stewart up top. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And there's the pass to Cunningham. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get on a shot here. And the dunk by Stewart.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Fred VanVleet.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
And the first one at the line is good. And a different look here for the Pistons. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Knox comes in for Sadiq Bey. Diallo's checked in for Ivy. And Hayes subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Toronto calls timeout. They're up by 15. 56 seconds left in the fourth.
Look who's coming onto the court now. On triple big hand, the Pistons right stand through.
The Raptors making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
For your Pistons Breakers dance through.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. The Pistons shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Knox the pass to Hayes. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. From the arc. It's hauled in by Stewart. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Diallo the pass to Knox. Shoots a three. Drills it from outside.
Count that one. We've seen Hayes continue to work on his three-pointer over time.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And that one is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Hayes finds Bagley. No good with the triple. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. And really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Gary. A second rounder in 2018, but now you're a key contributor. What does it mean to you to have the confidence of this team?
It's unbelievable, you know. Your teammates trust you. You know, those type of players, those vets, trust you. It's a great thing, you know. Being the coaching staff, we work on this every day. So, you know, it's great to finally see it paying off.
Man, I know you've put the work in, and I'm glad to see it happening on the court. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.